the arts are just kind of lacking. And a lot of people they're able to do that successfully through YouTube, which is cool to see. So how long have you been in cybersecurity?
10 plus years.
10 plus years. Okay. You feel like you are ready to make some small changes now?
More than that, uh, just willing to make that pivot.
Okay. Yeah, because there's never really a good time. Like I always tell people this, like we need you just to deviate about an hour or two a day to make this work. Is that something that you'll be able to do?
I have more than an hour. Yeah, I can do 5 hours. Yeah,
Okay. Well,
yeah,
then your learning curve will be a little bit quicker, but just bare bone minimums because a lot of people are working 9 to 5s, two jobs or whatever. We want to set up the expectations. So cool. That works for you. And then he wrote down here that you 10 grand a month is your goal. Is that about right?
actually, my goal is higher, but for me to actually, totally like turn my back, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, that's not like an outlandish goal. Like that's definitely doable. Like we'll manage
That's
your
what
expectations.
everybody was telling me, and I was surprised. I was like, "Well, why haven't I figured this out like a long time ago?"
I mean, think about how much money you're bringing into the company. Like, imagine if you were a 1099 contractor, how much you would actually get paid. You would be dumbfounded.
Right, right.
It's just the golden handcuffs, right? Like you
They're
can't.
pretty much paying you a fraction of what they're actually making, pretty much.
Yeah. So when I got in the 1099 space and I was doing YouTube and other stuff, we're just digital nomads. My generation is just a digital nomad generation. Like I never worked a 9 to 5. I don't know what that's like. So I only see and know what businesses make, and because of that, it's hard for me to be like going in any 9 to 5 because I know how much they're making off of me.
Nice.
So we'll help you make that shift. But okay, yeah, I mean, most of our students are monetized within 90 days
Nice.
with working with us. Now that doesn't mean they hit 10 grand after 90 days, but what
Right.
it means if we can make you your first $1, well, we can make $500. We can make 1,000. We can make 2 grand, and the growth is exponential. A lot of people are shocked and they think it's linear. It's all exponential because once YouTube realizes that you have valuable content, you best believe they're going to put you in front of as many people possible.
Right.
And they live and die off of ad revenue. So they need more review people, right? They need us, which is a really cool thing. And YouTube's been around the longest, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, but 10K would allow you to replace what you're currently doing.
Right.
Okay, let's say you are making 10K. Okay, whatever that time frame is, 6 months, 10 months, whatever it is. What does that allow you to do?
It allows me to push out more content, add more channels, look at different niches I can actually connect with. Uh, Pretty much just start that ever growing process of media transitioning.
I
I
guess what I'm asking
yeah.
is
Go ahead.
outside like YouTube, I mean, that's great, but what we really give a shit about, excuse my language, is your personal life.
Oh
Like,
yes. Okay. Okay.
that's a conversation we want to
Time.
have.
Time. I have a lot of time. I have a lot of time with my family, my kids. Uh, I can honestly feel human again. Be honest with you.
What do you mean?
Uh, so much you feel like you're a robot. Uh, to where you don't even have time for yourself. You don't have time. I mean, the best freedom you actually get is when you're walking, you're exercising, you actually feel your breath, you can hear the heartbeat. You know, we just take a lot of things for granted when we're constantly just in a tunnel vision.
System. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's what we really want to know. I mean, how many kids do you have?
Two.
Two. Okay. How old are they?
Yeah, my daughter is she just turned 7. My son just turned 9, and both of them turned their newly ages in December. So
They're
they're still
they're
young. Yeah.
gremlin phase is what we
Right.
like.
Right.
Yeah. That's super important to us and our coaches because that's all that really matters.
Right.
And we want to get you back more time with your family, be able to travel, do whatever the hell you want.
Right.
Okay. And 10 grand is not ludicrous. Like that's definitely doable. Most of our students within the first 5, 6 months, they hit like 7 grand at like month 7 or month 6. And everyone's timeline's differently, but you'll see it and I'll show you stuff. It's just following the recipe. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just, Devin's been doing this for the past 6 years. We've been helping people for the last 3. Like I said, it's not a get rich quick scheme. 90 days is what we expect for you to get monetized. So for the first 90 days, don't look at the numbers. Don't look at don't expect to be making money. That'll help you, stay on track and stay grounded.
Right.
There is an investment to work with us. Jack probably told you a little bit about that. It's not going to be, 15 grand to work with us, but it's not going to be less than 1,000. Okay. Once you're comfortable with what I'm going through, I'll walk you through that. We want to make sure you actually feel like we can help you. So over the next 6 months, that's the term that we like to work with people with. There's going to be really 4 things that we focus on to getting you to a 6-figure YouTube channel. Heck, even 5 figures a month. Right. But the goal is to sustain this for a long time. We don't want you just to be a blimp, a year-long project that you just give up on.
Right.
Or it doesn't work for. This is sustainable income that we want you to have. So if you don't mind, on your piece of paper, I want you to write down number 1.
Okay.
All right, well, I just assume you have pen and paper. I forget. Okay, cool. Number 1 is going to be Cornerstone Channel.
And what came out the Cornerstone?
Channel.
Thank you.
No problem. This is setting up your foundation right from the get-go, making sure that you're in a popular mainstream market, but you have a unique angle, a unique brand on very, very popular topics. Okay, I want to set it up to where you have little competition day one, making it easier to get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. Now, most people are shocked and they're like, well, Will, why would we go into a saturated market? Do you know why we have you do that?
Is that due to the algorithm?
It's due to the algorithm, but it's because that's where the viewers are.
Right. Okay.
Your job is just to acquire those viewers. Okay. Right. The example I like to bring is like, let's say you lived in southern Mississippi, some rural town where all that people really like is barbecue.
Right.
They don't like anything else. And you come in there and you say, you know what? I have a vegan Indian franchise that I want to open up there. It's unique. It's rare. But take a wild guess at how well that's going to do in southern Mississippi.
It's like when Galileo told the church, no, that's not true about the sun. They're going to look at you crazy.
So, that's why boring businesses do the best. Laundromats, grocery stores, because they're just acquiring the audience that's already there. Okay, I had a doctor like 2 months ago. He's like, well, I want to focus on frogs. I was like, great. Okay, cool. That's awesome. But I said, how many people do you think are actually watching videos about frogs?
Makes sense.
I counted on my fingers probably, right? Yeah. What we did is we helped him with a hybrid niche, and he does travel and tourism videos. And he, like, one of his videos was the top 10 dangerous animals of the Amazon. Guess what he's able to include in that? Frogs. So the point is that we want to have something that's hybrid, because you don't want to be doing this just for fun and not making it. Okay, we don't want to just have a hobby.
Right.
Okay. So we want you to be able to get paid more per view, dominate broad keywords, but have a little bit of a slightly new twist on topics that are really saturated. But what we do from the get-go is you have a call, like a strategy call with your coach. And we go over like your top 10 or top 20 passions, hobbies, and interests to really develop your niche. And I'm sure you already have some ideas, but 90% of people, like, they don't know what they want to do, and that's okay. Okay. And you may be thinking, well, Will, I can't think of 20 different things. Well, that's where we go on your YouTube search history. What are you already looking at?
Pretty much everything that's on Google Trends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go. That could be something. What are your podcasts? What are you talking to your family about? What are you talking to your buddies about? And then pretty soon people are like, oh, duh, this is easy. Okay. It's like therapy that they didn't know they needed.
Right.
Okay. But it allows us to get it from the get-go, and we'll slap you around a little bit, Landon. We'll be like, hey, that idea sucks. Hey, that's not going to make you any money. Okay. Because 75% of our model is research-based. And when I say research, you're going to be watching other YouTube channels. Okay. You're going to be figuring out which ones, let's say you're an MBA. You're going to be looking at highly successful MBA channels, and you're going to look at their profits from a year ago, 3 years ago, and see the trends and see how you want to actually approach it.
Nice.
We're not just throwing shots in the dark. Like, we're going to actually do the research on certain channels. It's a basic model. It's just not reinventing the wheel whatsoever.
Nice.
Okay. Because the problem with not doing a hybrid niche, Landon, is that you end up doing some like Kanye Kardashian drama channel that you don't give a shit about. Pardon my French, right? Like, but you're going to burn out, and we don't want that. We want you to be like, maybe even bring your kids on this. Like, we have people that do like Roblox videos with their kids because they enjoy doing it too.
Which get a lot of views, Roblox. Anything kids related, it just goes through the roof.
Yeah, like, and I had the guy before you, like, my kid watches Roblox, and I'm like, well, why not make him the one that's playing video games, recording himself? So it's like, anyway, I think you get the gist, but the point is we need to make sure we're in the right niche.
Right.
Any concerns about that?
Nah, nothing whatsoever. Makes sense.
Number 2, virality formula. Most people on YouTube are just shooting shots in the dark. They don't get enough views to make any money. They don't know how to leverage the algorithm. They watch a couple Mr. Beast videos and they're like, yep, I got this. What happens is they're uploading a bunch of videos, like 10 videos a day, and maybe they get a one-hit wonder, but guess what happens after that one-hit wonder?
Get a dip.
They don't know how to replicate it. Everything goes down. And they're constantly frantically trying to figure out why that video went viral. We don't want to do that. Because, was it the thumbnail? Was it the actual keywords? Was it the title? Was it like what part of that went viral? That's what's frustrating to people. And then you spin your wheels and you get confused and lost. Okay, but our students get millions of views time and time again. They follow Devin's formula. It's a cut and paste process that'll basically guarantee you go viral on YouTube and make money. Okay, I would bet that 1 out of your first 5 or 6 videos will get over 100,000 views when you use it correctly. Okay, and then you work your way up to millions. Like most people a year into this, they get millions of views.
Nice.
Not every single time, right? Okay, but like it's just a process. Like any niche that you go into, you can use this formula. Okay, we just want you to implement. It's just understanding basic psychology and marketing behind why people watch this stuff. Okay. Any concerns about that?
No, none whatsoever.
Cool. Number 3, channel automation. And this is exactly how it sounds. Now, here's the thing. We don't want you to, when most people start their businesses, where they fail is that they don't know how to delegate. They want to do everything themselves as CEO. Okay, with YouTube, we don't want you to be doing all the scripting. We don't want you to be doing all the video editing. We don't want you to be doing all the audio. All of that needs to be delegated. Why? You don't want to leave your 9 to 5 to work a 9 to 9. I'll say that again. You don't want to leave your 9 to 5 to work a 9 to 9. Now, you may be making 10 to 15 grand a month, and you say, hey, well, this is great. I work at home. I promise you, you don't want to be working those hours. No matter how much money you're making. Okay. So what we're going to do is build out a video conveyor belt where it's just a combination of freelancers and AI to just automate that entire production process. And this will make it so that you're just Steven Spielberg. You're just coming up with new ideas. Okay. That's your only job. The script templates, the thumbnails, the titles, like all that's going to be outsourced using either AI or freelancers. And we just want you to be the ideas guy.
Understood.
Yeah. Have you ever used Fiverr before?
Yes, and I Canva. Yep.
Yeah. Do Canva. I use Canva for my photography, but um, they you could go on here and we'll teach you how to like properly find a good person, like what to look out for. But I mean, the videos we just have you doing a video per week. That's it, and you'll be spending anywhere between like $10 to $100 per video.
Nice.
Or you can do complete AI. Like you'll discuss that with our team and figure out what's the best way for you.
Okay.
Okay, but again, like when Devin was doing this, when I first started doing this, we were just spending so much time editing videos that it was like 13 hours a day. So I'm like, this has got to stop.
Because you
So
could be working
then,
on something else. I'm thinking about the next video.
or spending time with your family.
Right.
Okay, so we want to eliminate that. Just make you the ideas guy. Do you have any concerns about that?
No.
Okay. And then the last one, number 4, is optimization tactics. This is where we make you are going to do it obviously, but making your income consistent. Nothing worse than hitting 1 grand 1 month and then 13 grand the next month, 500 the next month. We want to eliminate the peaks and the dips. And this is like the very basics, dominating broad keywords, optimizing your videos for search, to more advanced tactics like sponsorships and affiliate links. And then that will allow you to feel confident to actually want to leave your job. All right, once you see that money can come in consistently. Okay. But the ability to scale a single channel is wild. Like we had someone who sold his channel for $275,000 the other day.
That's it?
Well, yeah. I mean, he was doing like 30 grand a month. He only had it for like 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So like these are really digital assets at the end of the day. Like it's a
Yeah. I mean, yes.
cash
Yes.
cow. It's like
It's like your masters, like the music artists, the masters.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was the everyone was buying the digital art. What was that again? Do you remember
Oh,
the name of that?
NFTs, the NFTs.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to that, but
Yeah, I know, right? They just went away quick. Nobody talks about it anymore.
yeah, this is like the digital assets like that, but they've been around for a long time. Like
Right.
YouTube has. Okay. So yeah, optimization tactics are pretty straightforward. That's something that you'll get more complex as you grow.
Right.
But those are the 4 main things. Okay, making sure we set up the niche correctly. It's profitable. Making sure that we follow Devin's formula for virality.
Right.
And then number 3, automating the video production process, and then just optimizing the search engine. Okay. Working with us, like we're going to work with you for 6 months. There's going to be coaching because you're going to get stuck. Like you're going to have times where you're like, what do I do here? So we'll have you a part of our Facebook group. Do you have Facebook?
Yes.
Okay. Some people had to make them re-download it. I was one of those people. Cool. So there's only about 500 members. We're really small, and we don't want to have like 30,000 people in here because guess what happens? No one gets proper attention.
Right.
So Devin will do group calls every single day, Monday through Friday. If you get stuck, if you're not hitting 100,000 views, if you're not monetized, we need you to hop on a call. Okay. But you'll have an account manager paired with you, and they'll do one-on-ones with you throughout the whole 6 months.
Nice.
But maximum with these calls with Devin, there will be like max 5 people on here to 15. I don't know if you've been on Zoom calls where there's like 100 people and like no one gets anything,
Right.
any other. This won't be like that. Okay. But what do you feel like you need from a support perspective?
Just the pretty much the coaching and just the coaching and the actual optimization. What you're giving me for is the plan. and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's what we're able to do. It's like we're gonna give you the coursework. There's gonna be like a 9-week training platform for you to go through, which is everything A to Z. And most people can just do it all with that. But it's gonna be nice to collaborate so we can make quick changes so that you can hit your 10K quicker. And this is where you just go one step at a time. This is the virality one. The videos are like 5 to 15 minutes each. Okay. Let's see. This one's the niche one's really cool. Figuring out your niche. And like I said, we'll have you use some of the YouTube apps to track the revenue for some of the channels. We'll get into that later. Any questions about this?
No, looks good.
All right, awesome, brother. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Work with you for 6 months. After the 6 months, we do have to remove you from the Facebook group to make sure that the next people, there's not 50 people on the Zoom call,
Right.
but you'll still have access to the training platform.
Understood.
If you get stuck, just go back to that. But other than that, I'll walk you through the investment. But do you feel like this will actually help you though?
Oh yes, oh yes. You all have the data behind it, and you have the analysis to go with it. So that's what you need in today's market.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So let me walk you through. There's different ways to go about it, and I'll explain to you what the onboarding looks like. But it's going to be 6,800 to get all the resources, get up and running, get support. What we do very first thing, have you set up with an onboarding call. I'll probably pair you up with Tony, unless you wanted to. Some people want to have their wives on the call just because they're going to be a part of it. Is it going to be mostly you? Is your wife going to be a part of this?
No, no.
Okay, cool. So I'll probably pair you up with Tony. He's a cool dude. I think you and him would get along very well. Figuring out what your niche is, getting you started from the get-go, get you a part of the Facebook community, and then you're just off to the races with the training platform.
No problem.
Okay. So we can break up that payment if we need to, but you just let me know how it's going to be best for you.
Let me talk with my wife first before I make that investment, and uh, and then let you all know. Let me get with her first. Let her know what's going on.
Yeah, it's not a problem. Let's see here. Okay, cool. Let's do this then. And just to see if I can help, how do you think that she would respond to this?
As far as discussing the actual the plan in place, so you have a plan in place. I think she would like it. To be honest with you.
Okay. In terms of like finances, though, is this something that you can do, or do we need to like break it up?
She probably suggest to break it up. I understand that.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. All right, well, let's do this. Do you have your calendar handy?
Yes.
Cool. That way we're not playing phone tag. What is your schedule like for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, tomorrow's a no go, and Friday is pretty much a no go. What about Monday? How are you on Monday or next week?
Monday's pretty slammed. Can you do Saturday?
Yes, Saturday I can. Yes.
Perfect. Let's do. You're in. Where are you calling from?
Tampa, Florida.
Oh, I'm in St. Pete. That's hilarious.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, done this in person. I'm an early bird. Can you do 9 a.m.?
Yes, I sure can.
That way you have the rest of the day to yourself. All right, I'm gonna move you over. Okay, cool. Let me know once you accept that in your calendar, so that way it'll appear.
Okay, perfect. There we go. Just accept it.
Awesome. So it should just, yeah. I don't know if it'll set you an alarm or a reminder. So if you don't get a text, don't be alarmed. But just use the same Zoom link.
Okay.
And then when you do go to your wife, do you think that she would have any like red flags?
No, shouldn't. No. Like I say, we have the plan, we have an analysis in place for like a timeline and a goal set. So
Alrighty. And then did you go through our resources like our website and stuff like that?
no, I'm still going through that. I'm still on the video. Uh, I've been watching the video like over and over, see if I can catch everything that was sent to me during the call.
Oh, the Sebastian video?
Right, right.
Okay. I can send you, I don't want to bombard you, but do you want to see other people too?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that helps.
Cool. Go to becomeviral.com. And then do you see where it says success stories?
Yep.
Okay. You can scroll through there. And then let's see. I'm going to send you this one, which is really cool. I'm going to text it to you. This single mother just hit like 17 grand.
Wow.
It was
That's
super cool.
crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like no, you're gonna get in here and you're gonna be like, oh my god, my goal of 10 grand is like on the lower end. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that the YouTube revenue is just out of control. Let's see, where did I get that from? Yeah, I saw the 813. I should have picked up on the Tampa. All right, cool. Check this real quick. Why is it not letting me send it up? Well, it's not. All right, just go ahead and check your phone real quick.
Thank you. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah, give her a good look. That was a really cool story.
Yep.
And then, yeah, just let me know if you need anything. But I'll chat with you Saturday, and then we'll go walk through the process.
Yes, thank you. And I appreciate this. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely, Landon. Talk to you later.
Likewise.
Yep. Cheers. Bye bye.